Alright, so I think the strat... I mean, am I actually getting used stuff? Does the ratio in the corner of the card tell me how many copies of the card I have? So 4 out of 4 means I already have 4 copies of it, whereas 0 out of 4 means I don't have any copies, right? I see. So I've already got... I mean, obviously these are like some of the rarer cards, and I don't have these. Or like all art ones or whatever, but like these ones I seem to have most of. So even if I pull these, I will probably just get crafting points, right? So maybe it would be best to just keep opening it, honestly. Or maybe I open the one that's recommended. I mean, I don't get that many packs of that one. What is this one? Is this just a generic pack that gives you everything? 166. Wait, I have like everything from that pack. Right? Because it says 166, 166. So I already have every card in this pack. Yeah. Huh. So I guess that's just straight crafting materials. What was the one that I was supposed to be opening? It was, this one? Yeah. Okay. Got 31 out of 69 for that. Right. And most of those are like high rarity or arts or whatever. I see. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is the second recording session, so immediately after the previous part, part 3. So I still haven't done that much research, but I'm planning on doing more research into what kind of deck I'm building and what cards I need for that. Oh, there's like a vintage pack. So there's like an entirely different game mode for vintage, huh? This is a weird set of cards. No, it isn't. It's not that weird, actually. This is the promos, I see. Oh look, they got Anchor. Alright, I used to play Death Anchor in Zero. Yeah, that's its own separate game mode, right? So does the separate game mode have its own story mode or what? But then there are like starter decks. So I'm pretty familiar with this starter deck. It gives you copies of everything you need, right? Well, not everything you need, but like it gives you 4 Bruces. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where it only gives you 1 copy of each card that you need. Actually, like it gives you all 4 Bruces. That could be worth looking into, because obviously right now I'm playing Rezael. Why do I keep saying Rezael? But like I'm tempted to shift over to Dark States later, and this could be an investment in that direction. Now, has Violence Bruce been power crept out? Yeah, probably, but I'm not naive. I know they kept making new versions of him. Like upgraded forms and stuff, and like extra cards to go with him. So a fully upgraded Violence Bruce deck may still be power crept out of the game, but it still might be worth playing, at least to get through the story mode. And again, I'm not about playing the meta deck. I'm not worried about playing like a real life tournament running deck in a video game. Like I just want to beat the story mode, you know? I guess we want to do this one. I want to do everything in the game, but it's just weird that the way it's structured, if you do that, then you're fighting the same opponents like twice in a row each time, basically. Fighting is to win yourself. I'll give it all. Hopefully, I'll at least be able to like refine my like technique with the deck I'm currently using. Now I'll know that you need to guard with a number higher than the attacking one, not equal to. Never gonna live that one down, am I? That we can keep. That I don't think we can. I think that's the only one we really need to get rid of. I guess I can get rid of that one. I don't know, I like that one. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that one. Yeah, I think that's an okay hand, actually. Alright, let's crit this guy to death again, huh? The energy generator that we're feeling pretty chill about. Right, so I want to ride that. And then our goal is to ride over that, right? Well, discard that. Yes. Whoops. Confirm and select the 2 different buttons. I need to remember that. And then I can use her ability. Put her behind the Vanguard. And that gives us a guaranteed boost from turn 2 onwards. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Yep. Activate this. This gives us a free draw, right? Yep. Good. I'm learning. I'm learning. And then on your first turn with a grade 1, you don't really need to put anything out, because you're only going to swing once anyway. If you swing twice, then they will just get rid of the other grade one you have in the front row, right? And it's not worth risking that. You kind of want to be able to boost. I guess I could do that and then use Rezael's ability to bring it back out again. That's probably a thing, maybe. I just don't really see the rush to, like, go for damage so quickly, you know? First turn is all about making sure you've got stuff set up. Also, 2 PGs in hand this early on in the game is not too bad. Obviously, you don't want that many more than that because it will just, like, gum up your hand. You don't really need that many of them. But it's nice to have at least 2, I guess. Okay, so he's swinging for 15k and I have 8k. Remind me when his unit attacks, Counterblast Soul Charge and get 5,000. Yeah, that's what I figured. We take the first few attacks so that we can counterblast later in the game. Because we need to be able to counterblast to use Rezael's ability. Yeah. That's all according to Kaikeku. But he's probably going to swing again, yep. And again, I'm just going to take it. I'm okay with 2. As long as I can hit him next turn, I'm good. For tempo purposes, so if I'm at 2, then I'm going to want to get him to 2 or 3 at least, preferably 3, but I think I can do that. I don't have the best cards right now. Like, what do I guess I swing over, I discard this one? Or maybe this one? Yeah, you know, I think I'd rather swing over, ride over this discard. I guess I'll soul charge before I soul blast, just to give myself a bit more control over what I do. And then you want it in the back row, of course. Get rid of both of them, actually. Right. Got a trigger on our hand. Don't love that. I forgot that different triggers give you different guard amounts. That's an important thing to bear in mind. Crits aren't great for guarding with her. Let's do that. Do we wanna... I mean, we kind of want to use Rezael's... No, we want to use Rezael's ability to ride over it. And then the reason we didn't use this one earlier is because we can just call it. It's fine. We don't need to use its ability first. In fact, if anything, we can boost faster with this. And now I kind of... He's got 5 cards in hand. So if I go like really aggro, I can rip his guards out pretty quick. Yeah. I think aggro now is the time to go. Aggro earlier in the previous turn, no. But aggro now, perfect. Yep, nothing. Yeah, the difficulty definitely affects opponent triggers her, because my opponents just have not been getting shit in regards to triggers. That's a little annoying. That's annoying because it makes it feel like on the harder difficulties they're just always going to get triggers, which I don't think either of those are good. I think your opponent should have as high a chance of getting a trigger as you do. So we managed to rip 1 guard out of his hand, which isn't an immense amount. And we want this to hit. He might guard again, but we can just trigger over it, I think. Hopefully. Obviously that's not guaranteed, but like we've got a lot. Okay, no, he's not even bothering. That's fine because we weren't going to get a trigger anyway. Huh, I wonder why he didn't get rid of the 4 in his hand. Is it just because he's a stupid CPU, or was that a strategy? It might have been a strategy. He's got his field is fairly empty. Because yeah, no, he's going to want some more units on the field. What does this one do again? Let's choose one of your opponent's rare guards, retire it. Yeah, but you had to rest 2. Okay, yeah, no, this this opponent has brain farts, the CPU, because why is he using a card that relies on having a lot of rare guards? Because yeah, you rest 2 rare guards to retire one of mine. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're are we guarding? I don't see the point, actually. I'll just take it, actually. I don't feel threatened by this guy at all, which you know there's a problem when I don't feel threatened. It really wasn't that long ago in this series that I was like afraid to even card fight in the first place, and now I'm like, I have 0 chance of losing this. Like literally 0 chance. Especially with that like defensive D skill that like guarantees a heal trigger basically. Do I want to... I guess I can guard this. Use up one of my shitty, like, 5k guards. Just for the sake of it, you know? Like, why not? I still think we'd, like, have a 0% chance of losing, but, you know. Is that the right one to get rid of? Probably... Oh, no, we can get rid of this grade 3. Fine. Literally every grade 3 apart from the one in our ride deck is, like, useless to us. Yep, use that. See, that lets us call out... God damn it. I mean, I'd rather have this one out in the field, I guess. Yeah. And then we can use our energies on something. You know, maybe that unit is the one that we should be having on behind the Vanguard so that it can swing better. Although then again, Vanguard power is never usually the biggest problem because at least the Vanguard can trigger out of it. The Rare Guards can't. So, end phase. I keep forgetting to look at what phase it is. I get deathly afraid that I'm going to end my battle phase without attacking. That's like, I've made a lot of foolish errors so far in this series. That's the one error I never want to make. I might have to, like, delete my whole channel if I do that. Nah, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna edit it out. It's fine. So I'm counter... Yep. And then energy. I just don't get the point of the... Sorry. I don't get the point of the energy. Why isn't the counter blast enough? And if one counter blast is too cheap, then just up it to 2 counter blast. I don't understand. Why does it have to be a counter blast and an energy? I mean, we still managed to rip a pretty powerful looking shield from his hand. So that's something. I think we want to hit with this because then Rezael's ability has higher opportunity. Hopefully that makes sense. He's got some good guards. Damn, that's annoying. It's annoying not because it's hard to get past, but just because it prolongs the game an unnecessary amount. But yeah, we swing with this. And then yeah, we want to use his ability. We want to counterblast. And we want to send out units. I should get better at keeping track of what units I even have. So I can call 2. So I want to call this and this. And then I want to send this one and this one. Yes. Did I actually use Rezael's gimmick correctly for once? Because now I get an extra swing. And if I get a trigger, then I can trigger that to make it even more powerful. Because I don't think the Vanguard needs it. I'll give the crit to the Vanguard, but like not the power. Okay. Not a great trigger check, but that's fine. You're not always going to get good triggers. But the good thing is, now I can swing again. And I'm just going to hit the Vanguard because he's not been placing out Rare Guards anyway. This... Okay, he guarded. I don't get why you play Dragon Empire and guard so much. This deck is clearly not built around guarding. Because, like, he's got good guards. But, like, rest Rare Guards to retire my Rare Guards. Bro. Once Rare Guard is retired, look at the same number of cards in your top. Yeah, I don't know why he isn't using that. Why wouldn't you use the thing that your deck is built around? Okay, so any guard at all will do it. I'm sure. I mean, okay, it's the Vanguard, actually. I think I can afford to be a bit pickier because I don't want him to trigger over it. Now, did I need to use this? No, I didn't need to, but I want to. Because, like, I'm doing okay for... I've got, like, a counter blast left anyway. It's really funny that they ask you if you want to add another guard after perfect guarding. I guess just to be thorough, just in case. But, like, I can't imagine a situation where you would need to. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, even if this... Oh, okay, he's learning. He's a learning computer. Unfortunately, he isn't... Yeah, he isn't going to be able to trigger that. So any guard whatsoever will do that. Which means I'll guard. Why not? I've got a crap hand anyway, so... Right? He should have 0 way of getting over that. Yeah, of course. So why wouldn't I, right? But yeah, no, this... I'm sure all of the car fights before this point were like this too, but there's literally like, it's so ridiculously easy here that I'm just not worried. It's kind of boring actually. I kind of should just swing again, shouldn't I? I should just, yeah, I should just be swinging. I wish that I could attack the Vanguard without using up my rear guard here, because that would make rezael so much stronger. But it's whatever, I don't mind. Yep. Yep, he got it, I expected that. But yeah, at least I'm getting a little better at piloting my deck. Now, is this an easy deck to pilot? Probably. It's probably one of the easiest decks to pilot, if I'm completely honest. But at least I'm getting there. So yeah, is he gonna guard? He's guarding again. Oh my god. This is what happens when I criticized him last time for not guarding enough. Because now he's doing nothing but guarding. And it's kind of slowing the pace of the game down a lot. This fight should not be this long. It's fine. One crit will be enough to end this. And we'll also do that too. Now I should have the grade 0 like starter Vanguard in here. I got some grade 1s too. That's great. I can do this then, right? Hopefully. Yeah. That will allow me one more swing. Yep. What? That's not good. If I get a trigger, it might be worth giving it to my rear guard then. Really? Nothing. It's because I keep drawing my triggers, isn't it? That's annoying. At least I can swing again. He's only got 3 cards. How many more times could he possibly block, right? Exactly. If that's a heal trigger, okay, good. I just complained about the AI being so easy that it never gets triggers, but then I complained. Oh, I just realized he intercepted too. That's funny. He really has nothing on his field. That's the thing that annoys me, is like, it's not making the game harder, it's just drawing it out, because now what's he supposed to do? Like, I am obviously going to just do this, right? Like, why wouldn't I? And then activate. And then get rid of the shittiest unit we have. That one. Yeah. Oh no, I should have got rid of the grade 3. I'm dumb. Whatever. This guy's so easy, it doesn't matter. I'm allowed to be dumb. Yep, nothing. 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 Yeah, you ain't getting past the perfect guard. You can't even over-trigger a perfect guard. That's how good they are. That's saying something, because over-trigger is like the best. Does he even... He doesn't even have an over-trigger, does he? Fuck it. I like the rare cards because they're so easy to guard against. I was considering not guarding, but I'm like, oh, well, if it's so easy to guard, I may as well. I've got like 50 cards in my hand. That's pretty bad because that's my entire deck. That's funny. I feel like it changes the music when it thinks that it's my last turn. That's funny. I should have put... I pulled another rezael, didn't I? I should have put that in my deck, huh? Replaced one of these like absolutely useless cards. That's fine. We don't even need it yet. It's fine. We literally don't need it. Playing with the handicap. Okay, now... Maybe I should have let him attack me, actually. Because then I could counterblast. It's fine. I don't need to. He's at 5. How many more times can he possibly guard? He has 4 more cards left in his hand, which is more than I'd like, honestly, because maybe he can keep guarding. That counterblast might have benefited me. Don't guard? I was actually going to say you should guard this one, because then I can crit over you with a Vanguard, and that's just a better way of winning IMHO. But yeah, there we go. Easy. That was easy. That was very easy. I'm kind of not loving these like side story ones. Lost. Okay. I'm kind of not loving these like side story ones because they're just so similar to the main story. quests. Does beating side story ones unlock more stuff, or no? It just, I guess it just gives you more of the currency to open packs and stuff with. Okay, so we don't need more copies of that deck. Yeah, it won't even let us get more copies. Genesis of the Five Greats, I know for a fact, had a lot of cards that straight up upgraded Bruce. The problem is, did they get power crept? Or should I be opening a more recent pack? A festival collection with like the recap ones, right? But like this probably has like most of the best Bruce cards in. Oh, but they also has like starter deck cards. Do I really want to spend that much money on cards that are in the fucking starter deck? No, I don't think I do. Maybe in real life where them being foil actually matters. This one has danji as cover, which means it probably has some very good danji themed cards. This Violence Bruce variant there looks like it could be good. In fact, take a peek. Viamance. At the beginning of battle phase, all units have Diablos in their card names until the end of your opponent's next turn. You final rush. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, you final burst. When your unit attacks, if you're in final burst, choose a column stand rare guards with Diablos in the name. Okay, that's probably a mandatory card for playing Bruce nowadays, right? I'm imagining so. How much is these packs? 300. Do we do it? I mean, I feel like Genesis of the Five Greats has more like staple. Where was the one? Yeah, this one. I remember this one is the one you needed. If you're a final rush, this unit gets 5,000, and if this unit is stood by turn, yeah, it gets a crit if you stand it. I see. When this unit's attack hits, counterblast to choose one of your opponent's wreck. Yeah, that's the one you need. I believe, at least last time I checked, that one was like mandatory if you were going to play Bruce. What about this one? Does this one have? I'm not as familiar with this set. Funnily enough, this is like the third set, and this is like already where my knowledge of Overdress era Vanguard kind of started to peter off. It's very much only the first couple of sets that I'm familiar with, which is kind of depressing. I kind of want to go for this one just because it has danji on the cover. It's fine. If we don't get anything good, we get crafting materials at the very least. Yeah. Do it. Why not? This is either the best or worst decision I've ever made. That's not him. What? Did the cards have multiple pack arts? Is that what it is? Or did I genuinely accidentally open the wrong pack? Oh wow, that's a rare one from the looks of things. Whatever, we'll just accept what we got given. Unless I misclicked, then that'll be embarrassing. I mean, I'm getting Violence Bruce cards. I don't know if that's a good one, but it's a double rare. Oh wow, that one looks interesting. When you final burst, Soul Blast 2, countercharge 1, and this gets 5,000. That doesn't seem... Oh, it's a common. Whatever, who cares? Why was I reading a common? I don't know. And then that's a Violence Bruce heal trigger. Not a Violence Bruce one specifically. It's a heal trigger. Okay, a lot of these cards I have. So at the very least... So that was Dragon Tree Invasion. No, that was the right one, right? Yeah, I clicked the right one. I'm not being stupid. It just for some reason, it like tricked me. It was like, we know you want the danji set. So we're gonna make danji the pack art until you open it. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I've got so much crafting material on me. I don't know how much it is per card, but 5,000 feels like a lot. I guess I can quickly check, right? If I go here, edit deck, I'm not planning on switching over yet, but I can just search Diablos Unrivaled Bruce. Ooh, I have this one, huh? At the end of, if you're a final rush, this unit gets drive -2. Oh, that's like, it's a grade, what? It's a grade 4? I knew there were grade 4s because I know they added Chronojet Dragon. somehow must have missed or forgot that Bruce had a grade 4. Weird. The ability, if I remember correctly, is basically the same one as Bruce. I guess it has higher attack. Not really. I'm sure there's a difference. That's a triple rare, and it said it cost 500. So that's 5 triple rares I can craft. That's not too bad. It's the good. Hello, bestie. Oh wow, that one's pretty too. Oh, it's just the same card with different royalty. Different royalty? Rarity. There we go. Where's... That's the one I want. Oh, I have it! Awesome! Okay. That's good. What was the... So that's a grade 2. So you want to get rid of one of the other grade 2s. Probably the vanilla one. I bet no one was expecting the pivot. I don't remember what ride deck you used. Was this ride deck fine? This ride deck was probably fine. But I bet there's a better one. I don't know how to use this, by the way. I would add the grade 4, but I genuinely don't know how to use it. I can't imagine Overdress has striding, right? Maybe you just ride over it. Maybe. This doesn't go in the ride deck, right? No, didn't think so. Worth a shot. I'm going to have to look into that. There is, I noticed, there is a better tutorial section hidden in this game. No, I would like to save. Too many cards. What? Oh, it does have too many cards. There's like a bunch of vanillas. I can just remove one of them, can't I? Why is this in the deck? Why is there a grade 0 in the main deck? What? Get rid of that. Okay, that'll probably be the error with that. Tutorial. And there is a better tutorial. And I did read some of them too. I read Energy Generator and Divine Skill. I now know that Divine Skill is a skill you can only use once per fight. So, hey, I'm doing some research. Unfortunately, I never saw anything here, at least just from like scrolling through, about crests. So I still don't know what a crest is, but hey, I'm not seeing anything about grade 4s unless that's what stride is, but I doubt it because yeah, stride is for chrono. Yeah, like I'm fine with striding. I know how to stride for the most part. I'm obviously probably pretty rusty, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything about overdress grade 4s, at least the Bruce one, but I might not be looking thoroughly enough. There's a lot of stuff to go through here. This one was junk, wasn't it? This one, like, you just get rid of. When this is placed on Vanguard Circle Soul Charge, it's not like complete garbage. There were like some that were just straight up like didn't even have effects. This one here, I believe, was trash. If your Vanguard is Soul Charge, yeah, you don't really need that. You don't need that many Soul Charges if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, I guess you do need to hit 5, but like hitting 5 isn't that hard. Let's just look through these. Choose the Diabolus Bruce on your Vanguard Circle. It gets 20,000 attack. That's not that good. I don't think you need that. Granted, there's no cost, but it just takes up room in our deck. Yeah, okay, so my triggers are Diabolos ones, and one of my cards requires every unit to be Diabolos. So that's the first thing. We just need to get rid of anything that isn't Diabolos. This is a grade 3. This is probably a better one, right? When this attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 2,000 till end of turn for each card you have in your damage zone. If you have Bruce, Soul Charge 1 for every 2 cards in your damage zone. Use it to the same amount of cards Soul Charge by this effect from you. That's probably a much better one to have than this, right? When your Rare Guard stands, if you're in Final Rush, this gets 5,000. That's okay. It's probably better than some of the other ones just by virtue of it being a Diabolos one. So for now, get rid of that, add that. I'm not going to mess with the ratios of grades because I just don't, for now anyway, because I don't want to get stuck with like a bad hand. Oh yeah, Overtrade, jeez. This one I remember being good. During your turn, all of your Vanguards get... Oof. I like this as all of your Vanguards. That's funny. But yeah, 10,000 plus 1 crit. So it's a crit and an overtrigger at the same time. Yep, that's good. Oh, that one's a Cray Elemental. I see. I noticed that one earlier when I was looking at the other nation. Here's one of your stood Rare Guards. At the end of time, stay in this unit. I mean, again, Bruce kind of already revolved. Oh, this one's also a Cray Elemental, huh? Draw up to 1 card for every 2 of your... Eye of your opponent's. I mean, the problem is that's not actually that good because none of my opponents actually use red. I think I want to go for this one. Not just because I remember danji using it. Okay, I think this is okay. This is probably already better than the rezael one. Granted, rezael didn't have had a divine skill, but I was never using it anyway. These triggers are probably messed up, huh? I mean, I mainly want Diablos because just keeping everything consistent to the archetype is good. Granted, I mean, front triggers are good. Yeah, no, front triggers are good for this deck. We want to get rid of the perfect guard, right? Yeah, we so want to. Okay, so I'm imagining these just have like different card names so that they have better synergy. Is probably what it is. I think I will add the set one then. I'm just wanting to be quick here. Obviously, like I will. This one was good if I remember correctly, right? When this unit's attack hits, soul charge if your Vanguard. Pull it to an open Vanguard stuff. Yeah. This one was good. I think I want to get rid of this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fucking trash. Garbage. That's much better. When this unit boosts a Vanguard, if you're in Final Rush, choose one of your Vanguard. It gets triple drive. Yep, that's much better. I mean, we're losing the Soul Blast. Not the Soul Charge even, but who cares? We're probably going to want to get rid of the ride deck cards in our main deck, huh? Because, like, I mean, it does get an effect as a rare guard, but it's probably not as good as the ones that are just dedicated rare guards, huh? Let's see. When this unit boosts a ray free, your opponent cannot intercept. I mean, okay, no, actually, that's not good. I thought that meant good, not guard. But, like, not intercept is, like, fine. Intercepting isn't that amazing anyway. If you're on Final Rush, counter blast, choose 2 other rare guards in your soul. Use a card from your soul, call it to rare guard. Okay, I am gonna want to soul charge more her, because I don't have a huge amount of those. I will call it there, I think, for this one. But I think I kind of do want to switch to Bruce later on. Very soon, probably as soon as the next part. And we do have CP as well, so if there's anything we need to... I don't think there was anything we needed to craft. I had most of the Diablos cards, at least the lowest rarity version of the card. Obviously, there are like some shinier ones or whatever. Why are these ones so expensive? Oh, this is the... Okay, so that's the Chrono-Jerry one. I can see why that one would be expensive. So where do you put your grade 4 then? In the G deck. Okay, that makes sense for Chrono. But what about the other one? It's fine, I'll look into that later. I know everyone's probably going to be screaming at me in the comments that Bruce is like a straight downgrade from the other deck I was using, but that's fine. This is Urara's deck. This is like the Neo Nectar one. That's kind of neat. I'm not going into a battle now because we're quite far through this. Is this? It's not. There was like... I remember hearing people complain that there was like a starter deck or something that had like only vanilla cards or something. It wasn't these ones, right? I mean, I'm seeing card effects on them. They still gave you the generic overtrigger, huh? Did any pre-constructed deck give you a better overtrigger? These ones didn't give you any, right? Because these were the ones they forced you to pick at the beginning. Yeah, these ones just don't give you the overtrigger. That's irresponsible. They should die for that. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be calling for the death of bushiroad employees, but like, come on. You cannot make an overdress era deck. Now, I know this isn't going to have the overtrigger. I'm very familiar with these decks. These decks suck ass. Because, yeah, they give you 1 Blaster Blade. Thanks, guys. And they give you fucking Bridget, who's, like, sucks. Very interested to dive into Vintage Fight at some point in the future. Vintage Fight's probably harder to build around, huh? Because, like, the way you get cards was harder back then, because the fucking starter deck sucked donkey dick. Yeah, these are not good pre-constructed decks. That one might be a little better than the other two. God, the higher rarity version of the cards just look the same as the fucking common ones. Yeah, that's so funny. I bet in real life these were holographics, huh? And then as your Bermuda Triangle deck set, they stopped doing that from the very beginning of the game. So here, up until when I was like last into Overdress, they split Lyrical Monasterio and Bermuda from the other sets, but now they're combined with them. Oh yeah, the Angel one. Maybe I'll build that. I have all these cards. Maybe I can build it. I get the feeling the Angel Lyrical Monasterio deck probably got power crept out of the game. Not gonna lie. But yeah, they stopped doing that because this set had Lyrical Monasterio. That's really interesting. I wonder when they probably this set, huh? That's weird. I remember at first when they announced Overdress, they said that they were committed to like having Lyrical Monasterio be a separate nation. But you know, it probably is a better idea to merge them with the other nations, huh? They don't have the cool new Link Joker card, right? I don't imagine so, because I'm not caught up on Vanguard news, as I said 50 million times. So I don't actually know how new that card is. For all I know, that card could have been out for a few weeks before this game released. But I kind of want to build that one too. I'm glad they... Well, they didn't really. I was going to say, I'm glad they like stopped doing the thing where every Lyrical Monasterio card was wearing the exact same outfit. But no, they kind of are, aren't they? They kind of are just all wearing the exact same outfit. That's boring. Put them in different outfits, please. I get that it's a school, but you can still have them wear different clothes. Jeez. And I want to collect cards where they all have the same fucking outfit as each other. This will probably be where I end it. Let me know what you thought of this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And remember, for every statement, there's an asterisk. See ya.